Hello, my name is Lucas, and in this video I will discuss culturally responsive teaching, supporting the needs of English learners in the classroom, and building strong home and school connections. An important part of working with English learners is recognizing that students bring valuable cultural, linguistic, and personal experiences into the classroom. An asset-based approach focuses on what students already know and the strengths they possess rather than viewing differences as barriers. Part 1. Culturally responsive teaching. Culture has a significant influence on teaching and learning because it affects how students communicate, interact, solve problems, and understand the world around them. Students' cultural backgrounds can influence their expectations for school, their relationships with teachers and peers, and the ways they participate in learning. Cultural competence means that educators understand, respect, and respond to students' cultural differences while creating meaningful learning experiences. For English learners, cultural competence helps teachers avoid making assumptions about students based on language ability. A student who is developing English skills is not lacking knowledge or intelligence. They may already have strong academic skills, experiences, and ideas that they communicate differently. Teachers can support EL students by learning about their backgrounds, incorporating relevant examples into lessons, and allowing students to use their cultural experiences as connections to new content. Culture also plays a major role in student learning because students learn best when they feel respected and included. Classroom environments influence language acquisition by either encouraging or limiting student participation. When students feel safe taking risks with language, they are more likely to participate, ask questions, and develop confidence. Creating an inclusive classroom requires intentional steps. Teachers can establish respectful classroom expectations, provide visuals and modeling, encourage collaboration, and create opportunities for all students to contribute. For example, cooperative learning activities allow EL students to practice language skills with peers while also sharing their own perspectives. Teachers can celebrate cultural diversity by including multicultural books, examples, and activities throughout instruction, rather than only recognizing cultures during special events. Students' home languages can also be viewed as assets. Allowing students to use their first language to brainstorm, connect ideas, or support understanding can strengthen learning because students are building on existing knowledge. Part 2. Supporting the needs of ELs in the classroom. Every English learner has unique strengths, needs, and identities. Some EL students may also have disabilities which require teachers to provide appropriate supports while still recognizing their abilities. Teachers should differentiate instruction by using strategies such as visual supports, hands-on learning, modeling, sentence frames, vocabulary instruction, and multiple ways for students to demonstrate understanding. For students with special needs, it is important not to confuse language differences with disabilities. Teachers should consider a student's cultural and linguistic background when making decisions about instruction, assessment, and support. Collaboration between general education teachers, special education teachers, families, and other professionals helps create a complete understanding of the student. Social and emotional needs are also important for EL students. Students who are learning a new language may experience frustration, isolation, or anxiety when communicating. Teachers can support students by building relationships, creating predictable routines, encouraging peer connections, and providing opportunities for students to share their experiences. Understanding students' social, emotional, and cultural needs is especially important when creating classroom routines and procedures. Expectations may vary between cultures, so teachers should explicitly teach routines instead of assuming students already understand them. Clear explanations, modeling, and positive reinforcement help students feel successful and included. Part 3. Home and school connections. Families and communities provide students with valuable knowledge, experience, and skills. These resources are often called funds of knowledge. Students learn language through their interactions with family members, community members, traditions, and daily experiences. These experiences can become powerful connections to classroom learning. For example, a student's family experiences, responsibilities, traditions, or community involvement may provide background knowledge that supports literacy, communication, problem solving, and social skills. Teachers can learn from families by asking about students' interests, strengths, and experiences instead of only focusing on academic challenges. Strong family and school partnerships require trust, communication, and respect. Teachers can build these partnerships by communicating regularly, providing information in families' preferred language when possible, and creating opportunities for families to participate in the classroom community. Effective family engagement practices include inviting families to share cultural traditions, encouraging families to contribute knowledge and experiences, and making school events accessible and welcoming. Schools can use interpreters, translated communication, and multiple forms of communication to ensure families have meaningful access to information. Community engagement is also important. Schools can partner with community organizations, cultural groups, and local resources to better support students and families. Inclusive engagement means making sure families from all backgrounds feel valued and see themselves as important members of the school community. Overall, supporting English learners requires educators to recognize culture and language as strengths. When teachers create inclusive environments, differentiate instruction, and build partnership with families, students are more likely to feel connected, confident, and successful. Thank you very much.